People really overcomplicate this, and you should not listen to 99% of these depressed so-called influencers who tell you how to be attractive. It's incredibly easy. There's basically two ways. Firstly, simply be lean, not totally shredded, but don't carry any excess weight, because this changes everything. You'll have a better face, better posture, more energy, also have at least some muscle, not like these ridiculous bodybuilders, just enough to look capable, unless of course that's your thing and you swing the other way. But just realize you'll be appealing to a very specific niche here. Second, don't smell like shit. This is not optional, of course. This is pretty much the baseline. You also should have a stabilized internal structure. This obviously should start with identity and clarity, or at least moving in some form of positive direction. You should never adjust yourself, because this just makes you absolutely insufferable to be around. Money is also incredibly important. You don't need to be a millionaire, you just need to have enough to maybe a little bit more than get by, because this opens a lot of freedom to you. A lot of people are unfortunately attracted to lifestyle. Of course, modern lifestyle is essentially satanic, and this is not about having a status, because that doesn't technically exist. It's about having stability, which is an important part of your identity. When people are attracted to lifestyles, you may think this is a bad thing, but it actually solves a lot of problems, because you can filter out these sort of people. Of course, you should take none of these things too far. If you're obsessed with your image, if you're obsessed with making money, all of this feels forced, which obviously is not attractive at all. Being attractive is probably the easiest thing you can be. It's incredibly natural. Unfortunately, the way we live our lives these days, it makes it impossible, and that's done on purpose, of course. Simply take care of your fucking body, don't repel the right sort of people, and move with some sort of clarity or purpose, even if this means being selfish. You don't need to become somebody else. Never follow these influences at all. You simply need to remove what makes you unattractive, which is basically everything that's being pushed nowadays. In other words, it is incredibly easy to reach a baseline that most people will never reach. This baseline, of course, is incredibly low. So you basically have no excuse if you want to stand out.